questions over the fate of Twitter as the social media landscape has shifted. The platform has undergone an overhaul since Elon Musk took over last year. Its most recent change, which temporarily limits the number of tweets users can view each day, has some saying the social media giant is officially dead. In fact, hashtag RIP Twitter was the #1 trending topic in the hours after the change was announced, though it wasn't quite as bad as everybody who posted that hashtag predicted. Now, Facebook's parent company, Meta, has swooped in to launch a Twitter competitor. The microblogging app Threads is set to go live tomorrow and will be tied to Instagram. Let's bring in Sarah Rumpf, contributing editor for Mediaite. Sarah, good morning. You know, there was talk earlier this year that Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk were going to go for a real cage fight. Is this the kind of competition? Is this the real matchup we expected to come from these two?
You know, I don't know if they're actually going to physically fight, but if Zuckerberg really wants to ruin Elon's day, he just needs to whisper at him. No one on Facebook has seen a message saying rate limit exceeded. You know, I was an early adopter of Twitter. I got on really early in 2009 and have used it. And it's been a benefit to me both professionally and personally. I have actual real life friends that I met first on Twitter. And if you look at how people have used Twitter, what Elon Musk has been doing doesn't make any sense. People use it for short burst messages, stream of consciousness. They put quick thoughts. They put instantaneous reactions. Here's a photo. Here's my lunch. I'm at a political event. I just saw something crazy. The weather's beautiful. You know, it's this ongoing chatter. So if you are either limiting how much people can post or limiting how much people can read on that service, it's knocking down the foundation for the very reason that people have been using Twitter. And that's just been really confusing and frustrating for a lot of users.
But it's interesting that their name for this feature is Threads, because I think a lot of people have started to storytell on Twitter, and you see threads on Twitter where somebody tweets and then connects another tweet and another tweet going viral, you know, kind of like a soap opera on what was supposed to be just a blip on the screen. But Meta didn't just create this and have it available for launch tomorrow without having a whole lot of a head start. You know, in light of their own controversy, it's not like Facebook hasn't faced any. So is it, they must have seized on this. Do we know about the timing of how long they've been developing this app? Did they seize on it because of haters of Elon?
You know, Facebook has been slowly trying to take over the entire internet. And if you look at what they've done with various services, from buying Instagram to creating services that mimic other popular social media apps, this just makes sense. So the complications of programming something like this is obviously something they didn't come up with in the last week. But I mean, Elon's been making his noise about, you know, buying Twitter since last fall. And, you know, a big company like Facebook has had this competitive urge to take over everything for good or bad. So we'll see what happens. What's going to be interesting is how advertisers react to it, because we've really seen a revolt with a lot of the advertisers on Twitter not liking some of the more inflammatory and hateful conduct that has proliferated lately. And also, you know, restricting how much people use Twitter means you're also restricting how many ads they see. So we may see further advertisers, you know, fleeing Twitter, which is going to really hurt their profits again, or lack of profits.
But do you think that Meta can really succeed in this space? Because forever they're going to be considered the Facebook version of Twitter. It's not like they are an original idea. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a rival, it's imitation. But I don't think Elon sees it as flattery.
Oh, I'm sure he doesn't see it as flattery, but, you know, Facebook was MySpace. I'm old enough to remember MySpace. You know, so everything old is new again. So, you know, we'll see. Facebook definitely has a much larger opening with Elon's stumbles and how he's managed Twitter. If he had not made some of these changes that had angered so many users, I don't think it would be as easy for another competitor to get into that same competitive space.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if there's room for another social media platform. When do we stop? Sarah Rumpf, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.